Welcome to Caribbean Samples Talk Music. I'm Nicole and I'm here with a very talented singer-songwriter. I'm going to let you introduce yourself.
My name's Adrian Clunis. I've been singing and writing songs for a long time. Some you might have heard, some you might not, you know.
So you're a singer-songwriter?
Singer-songwriter, musicians, play keyboards sometimes, guitars, drums. I have various material out there.
Okay.
You know, I've recorded in various studios, Caliche, Kuku, Studio 2, Tuff, gong, loads of studios. I've worked with people like, I've done work with Bertie, from Sugar Mine people. I was once signed with Maccabees, who released a song for me called Executioner. You know what I mean? I've been around the circle. You know, I've got an album out called Hidden Talent. I didn't sell much of it. The first song I released was called Christmas in the Ghetto, which featured Levi Gordon from Creation Roots. I published that. Sold about 350 copies of it.
Yeah.
You know, I've been doing it a long time.
Yeah, so these are your songs here?
Yeah, a few of them.
Okay, and what is your songs about, exactly?
My songs, you know, I write songs from what is happening in the world. A lot of my songs are from what is happening in the world. I'll sit down and watch the news, and something will inspire me to write about it.
Okay.
Like, for instance, the crisis in Israel back in the days. You know, I wrote a song about things like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Recently, there's a few issues that troubles me. You know, like the paedophile business that's going on in religious establishment. I'm a very religious person. I believe in a lot of things the Bible teaches me, so I do write about stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? These things trouble me and I write about it. And I reflect it in my music. You know? I brought along a track that Eddie did, and I wrote a song to it called Insane. That's a track I'd like to feature on this thing.
Yeah.
And what Insane's about, you know, people who got involved in drugs, hooked on drugs, and you know, the song basically says, I don't need none of that really, to get on in life, you know what I mean? And that's basically the kind of things I write about. I write about what's happening in the world and around me, you know, experience of my own life and what I've seen with other people's life.
Yeah.
These are the things I write about.
Okay.
You know?
Have you got, on your music, do you have any collaborations? Or is this all just you?
No. I've wrote songs for other people. Girl from Leeds, Heather Newell, sung a few songs for me. You know, Michael Samuels sung a couple of songs for me. You know, Michael Samuels, he's a gospel singer.
Okay.
And he sung, you know, a song called Stars Nightclub, which I believe he released. You know what I mean? I've wrote for other people as well as myself.
Okay.
I mean,
So if you tell me, where did this all start in the beginning? You wanted to be a singer-songwriter.
Well, like I said, while waiting to come to England, I sat down with one of my cousins one day and he made a guitar out of sardine pan, we call it.
Okay.
The oval-shaped tin of pilchards, right?
Yeah.
With a bit of wood in it and fishing line, yeah?
Okay.
And he played a song called Tie My Donkey, it's called. Mama said, when I was a little laddie, you know the tune, right? And, you know, we sat there and we played it and, you know, I got fascinated with it.
Okay.
And that was the first time I ever tried to play music. And then shortly after I left Jamaica, come from Kingston, Jamaica, Towell, a place called Towell, Kingston 11. And about 3 months after that, I come here, went to Roseway Grammar School, and I got involved in the cello. I started playing the cello at school, which from there progressed into a bass guitar. From there, I joined a band called Spanglers. And we, played working men's club all over north of England. I played in a prison back then called in Goole or somewhere, but we used to make money, doing it. And when the band broke up, I decided that, I started playing drums for a steel band. And from then, I took some drum lessons. And after that, I decided I wanted to write songs. I just started getting inspiration to write songs and stuff like that. And that's how my writing started.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? From then, I've been doing it ever since. I've spent a lot of money recording songs that I've not released. You know what I mean? I have put a few stuff on YouTube. Adrian Clunis. If you Google Adrian Clunis or my real name, Willard Clunis, you should get my thing up. Yeah. I've had some viewings. I'm touching like a couple of 100 viewings now on most of them. You know what I mean? So it's not doing too bad. You know what I mean? I've never really made any money out of music. Back in the days when I used to play live, working men's club, we used to get we'd go out some nights, Christmas night, over the Christmas period, get £50 a night, something like that back in them days. But so far as selling music, recording, the first release I did was Christmas in the Ghetto, which I sold 300 odd copies of that. So, so I suppose that's all I've ever made out of music as such, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. It's just, the music is my life. This is what I like to do. And whether I get paid or not, I'm still doing it. And that's it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, there's no stopping me when it comes to music because that's what I like to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do you still prefer to be in a band, or are you just happy where you are right now?
Being in a band is a good thing because you get other musicians' input into what you're dealing with.
Yeah.
But the way things have gone, because people have locked themselves away now with digital music, it's not really much bands going on anymore, you know what I mean? People are just making the music at home on digital and putting them out. But I'd say it's a better feel. You get more vibes playing in a band, you know what I mean? Better results, I believe, having a band, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd like to get involved in a band, you know what I mean? But like I says, I'm knocking on in years now, so really, like I said, the new plan is to find artists and write and produce them if I can. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm trying to put my studio together.
Yeah.
Which I spent quite a bit of money on it already.
Alright.
You know what I mean? I only need a few bits and someone, like I said, with the know-how, how to put it together and then take it from there. I'd like to push it down the way like a social enterprise to help people, especially musicians that I've seen busking on the street. There's a lot of musicians out there that I think should be given a chance to have the stuff put out. So yeah, that's the plan. Get the studio together, get these musicians in, record them, and put it out. I'm going to need financial help, which I plan to apply to social enterprise fund, whatever it takes, basically to pay the rent. Because I believe after a while, I will get results from these people that I'm going to record and write for. Right? And I believe in time the business is going to sustain itself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I'm on with now.
What type of artists are you looking for exactly?
I don't really. I'm not the kind of artist that differentiate. Music is music. Good music is good music. I mean, I listen like Elvis Presley. It's good music. You understand what I mean? I listen to a wide variety of music. You know what I mean? Santana. All kind of musicians. So from it's good music, I'll listen it and I'll play any music. And these albums that I've got, I mean, like, there's various styles of music on there. It's not just reggae.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? So, no, from a musician, you can sing and people get a feel from it.
Yeah.
Or you can play and people get a feel. That's the kind of musicians I'm dealing with.
All right.
You know what I mean? Any kind of music. R&B, rock music. You know what I mean? I listen to Oasis, I listen to Pink Floyd.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Band I used to like, or Grateful Dead. Band like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just good music. So I wouldn't label myself as just someone who's dealing with reggae music. I'm just dealing with music. You know what I mean? But
Okay.
down the line, my favourite songwriter and singer is Bob Marley. You know what I mean?
Right,
Because I
yeah.
think he's a brilliant songwriter. You know what I mean? But when you come down to like Barry Salmon, Gregory Isaac, them man, there's good writers as well. John Lennon, Bob Dylan, people like that I listen.
Yeah.
Any musician who's good, you get me? Because music is music, you know what I mean? There's no boundaries with music. Music is just a way to talk to people.
Is it them type of artists that kind of got you into music yourself?
Yeah. To be honest, Bob Marley, a lot of inspiration come from Bob Marley, but I've also listened Bob Dylan, which was a brilliant songwriter, singer-songwriter. John Denver, different musician. Elvis Presley, Michael Jackson. You understand? Prince. You know, Prince has got a track called Purple Rain. That's one of my favourite tracks.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's just musicians, you know what I mean? Go down, listen Snoop Dogg, you know, loads of different musicians. I'm just into music, you get me?
Yeah.
And, you know, any music's being played, I'm sure I could feel my way into it.
All right.
Because that's the kind of artist I am, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel the music. If I don't feel the music, I can't deal with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's it.
So it's just completely music all the way for you.
Music, man.
Yeah,
That's
that's great. And what's your YouTube called?
Adrian Clunis.
Adrian. All right. Okay. So we can check your music out on there.
Yeah,